When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. What we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Okay, so I bought a refrigerator for the van, which is very exciting because now we can have fruits and veggies, deli meat, cold waters, you know, whatever we want. We've got plenty of space there. It fits perfectly in between me and Kaidale's seats. I did have to put like a little 2-inch board on the bottom of it just to make it level with the rest of the floor because it kind of sticks out a little bit. But I think it's going to work perfect for us, and I'm really excited to have this new little addition to the van. So it's been a little while since I've posted, and I figured I'd give you guys some updates. I've been getting a lot of questions about what our plan is as far as moving out of our apartment. Are we going to move into our van? When are we going to move into our van? So I thought I would clear some things up. My lease is up at the end of the summer, and we have very much so far enjoyed our last summer in our little apartment. Kaidale has had an exceptional summer of growth and progress and experiences that he's never had before. We went to camp, we learned to ride a bike. We've thoroughly enjoyed every bit of this summer. But as this summer is coming to an end, my lease is up and we are going to be moving into our van. That will be our primary new residence and our new lifestyle. I'm really looking forward to just traveling with Kaidale, having experiences, and homeschooling or road schooling out of our van. So that's the plan. And I've also been getting a lot of questions about what about Big Guy's house, because everybody knows Kaidale has a very special attachment to Big Guy's house and Grandma's house because it's the house that he's always known, he's grown up in. We visit there very often. Even while living in our apartment, we're at my parents' house at least on a weekly basis. So my plans for traveling are to not go too far too soon because I do want Kaidale to have the opportunity to come back to his grandparents' house and enjoy that familiar setting. Another tool that I've decided to utilize at the recommendation of Kaidale's behavioral specialist is a social story. So I mentioned to her that Kaidale was kind of having a really difficult time with the recent passing of my grandfather because we would always go up there and visit him about once a month ever since Kaidale was little. So it was a very familiar setting for him and he always asked for it. And he kind of struggled a lot after he passed away because he didn't have the opportunity to go visit him or his house anymore. And she recommended coming up with a social story that explains why we can't go visit him, the fact that his house is no longer available for us to visit, and then kind of lead that into the upcoming changes of moving out of our apartment. Because although Kaidale does not have the strong attachment with our apartment like he does Big Guy's house, he still does have 3 years history of being there. And so there is somewhat of an attachment there for him. So I decided to come up with this social story, and we've been going over it about once a day for the past couple weeks just to kind of help Kaidale prepare and anticipate what's going to happen. So the thing with Kaidale's communication is he does have words that he can say. He is considered to be verbal, but his communication is pretty much just one word requests. So in other words, we can't have a conversation back and forth. It's hard for me to know exactly what Kaidale understands sometimes and what he doesn't. I mean, I do realize he understands the majority of what I tell him, but I don't get a lot of feedback from him that lets me know that he understood it. So this social story is just kind of a way that, you know, I can match a story with pictures to help him understand what's going to be happening and what's to come. So I don't have all the answers yet, and I hope that this at least cleared up some of the questions for you guys. All I know is that I do want to have some awesome adventures with Kaidale. I want to create some memories. I want to create experiences for him, which is why we're moving into the van. And I hope you guys stick around for the very near future because there will be some van life vlogs coming very, very soon.